Hello children, this is Primary 3 English Language. Okay, now everyone take your Nelson English book out. Okay, did you take it? Very good. Now turn to page 60. Then you will find Unit 10. Today we are going to do the lesson, the sound collector. Learning objectives. Students will be able to learn various types of sounds that they can hear during their day-to-day life. Learn the way of using a thesaurus. Learn the way of using an apostrophe in singular possessive nouns and plural possessive nouns. Learn different types of nouns used in English language. Learn rhyming words in the poem. Now, take a look at this slide. This is content slide. This slide tells you the topics that we are going to cover in this lesson. All of you read the topic now. What is the topic? It is the sound collector. Okay, can you guess what is it? What this lesson is about? Yes, when you read the topic, you can get an idea, right? That this lesson is related to sounds. This is the sound collector. Also, you can see some pictures, right? There is a whistling kettle you can see, a cat, a clock, a bathtub. You can see some pictures, right? So now we'll see what this lesson is about. All of you start reading the first verse with me now. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. A stranger called this morning, dressed all in black and grey, put every sound into a bag and carried them away. A stranger called this morning. Who is a stranger, children? A stranger means a person who one doesn't know. Similarly, someone you don't know. Dressed all in black and grey. Tell me, what are the colors the stranger is wearing? Yes, it is black and grey. And he has put every sound into his bag, and the stranger is carrying the sound bag. Okay, now read the second verse with me. The whistling of the kettle, the turning of the lock, the purring of the kitten, the ticking of the clock. The whistling of the kettle. When the water is boiling, the kettle starts to whistle, so it makes a sound, okay? The turning of the lock. When you use a key to lock the door, it also makes a sound. The purring of the kitten. Have you ever heard when cats purr? Yes, you have heard, right? They make that sound when they are happy. Next one, the ticking of the clock. The clock ticks when the time moves. Now read the verse again and tell me how many sounds are there? Yes, there are 4 sounds. The whistling of the kettle, the turning of the lock, the purring of the kitten, and the ticking of the clock. Okay, now read the third verse with me. The popping of the toaster, the crunching of the flakes. When you spread the marmalade, The scraping noise it makes. The popping of the toaster. Pop up a toaster means it pushes a slice of toast up when they are done. So that time it makes a sound. The crunching of the flakes. Flakes means a kind of a breakfast cereal. When you crush with the teeth, it makes a loud sound. Okay? Next one. When you spread the marmalade, the scraping noise it makes. Marmalade means a sweet jam often eaten on toast. Scraping means make a rough noise by rubbing against a hard surface. So, when you spread the marmalade on the toast, it makes a sound. So, please read the third verse again and tell me how many sounds are there? Yes, altogether there are 3 sounds. The popping of the toaster, the crunching of the flakes, and when you spread the marmalade, the scraping noise it makes. Now read the fourth verse with me. The hissing of the frying pan, the ticking of the grill, the bubbling of the bathtub as it starts to fill. The hissing of the frying pan. If something such as hot oil or fat sizzles, it makes a hissing sound. The ticking of the grill. Do you know grill means a type of a cooker that can be heated, which we can put food to be cooked. So when the grill ticks, it means the food is cooked. The food is ready. The bubbling of the bathtub as it starts to fill. See, there's a picture of the bubbling of the bathtub. Then you can get a clear idea. Now read the verse again and tell me how many sounds are there? Yes, there are 3 sounds. Hissing of the frying pan, ticking of the grill and bubbling of the bathtub. Okay. Now read the 5th verse with me. The drumming of the raindrops on the window pane. When you do the washing up, the gurgle of the drain. When the raindrops hit off the glass in the window, it makes a sound like drumming. Window pane means the glass in the window. When you do the washing up, the gurgle of the drain. Drain means a pipe usually connected to a sink to take away used water. When the water is moving into the pipe from the sink, it makes a sound. Now just look at the picture. Did you see it? You can get a clear idea, right? Now read the verse again and tell me how many sounds are there? The drumming of the raindrops and the gurgle of the drain. There are 2 sounds in that verse. Okay, now read the 6th stanza. The crying of the baby, the squeaking of the chair, the swishing of the curtain, the creaking of the stair. The crying of the baby. When a baby cries loudly, you can imagine the sound, right? Okay, then next one is the squeaking of the chair. Squeaking means making a short, high-pitched sound. That's when a chair makes a noise while getting ready to sit on the chair, leaning back on the chair, or getting off the chair. The swishing of the curtain. Swishing means making a wind-like noise. When you move the curtain, it makes a soft sound, that is swishing. The creaking of the stair. When the stair creaks, it makes a short, high-pitched sound when it moves. Now read the stanza again and tell me how many sounds are there? Yes, there are 4 sounds. Crying of the baby, squeaking of the chair, swishing of the curtain, and creaking of the stair. Okay, now read the last stanza. A stranger called this morning. He didn't leave his name. Left us only silence. Life will never be the same. Now read the poem again. Can you see some words have the same or similar sound? Like in the second stanza, lock or clock. Third stanza, flakes and makes. Fourth stanza, grill and fill. Fifth stanza, pain and drain. Sixth stanza, chair and stare. Seventh stanza, name and same. Did you see it? Okay. Those words are called rhyming words. What is it? Rhyming words. If 2 or more words they sound the same or similar, if 2 or more words they sound the same or similar, they rhyme. For an example, car and bar rhyme. Another example, house and mouse rhyme. And also remember, if the 2 words sound different, they do not rhyme. Here are some difficult words in the poem. Flakes, a kind of breakfast cereal. Marmalade, a sweet jam made from citrus fruits often eaten on toast. Window pane, the glass in the window. Drain, a pipe usually connected to a sink to take away used water. Scraping, make a rough, unpleasant noise by rubbing against a hard surface. Swishing, making a wind-like noise. Creaking, making a low squeaking noise. These are the number of sounds mentioned in the poem. Did you count it? How many sounds are there? Yes, there are 16 sounds altogether. Whistling kettle, turning lock, purring kitten, ticking clock, ticking of grill, bubbling of water filling a bathtub, drumming of raindrops on glass, gurgle of water down a drain. Popping a toaster, crunching of flakes, scraping marmalade on toast, hissing of frying, crying of a baby, squeaking chair, swishing of fabric, and creaking of stair. These are the sounds that are mentioned in the poem. Now we'll move to do vocabulary. Under vocabulary we have use in a thesaurus. Does anyone know what is a thesaurus? Can you guess it? Okay, if you don't know, I will tell it what is it. Thesaurus is a book or a type of dictionary. It is a book or a type of dictionary. And it gives the synonyms and related concepts. And this thesaurus is a similar to a word book. Similarly, it is a word book. And those words are in alphabetical order. You know, in the dictionary also you can find the words in the alphabetical order. And for each word there is a list of synonyms and antonyms. What is the meaning of synonyms? Synonyms means having the same meaning as another word or phrase in the same language. Antonym means a word opposite in the meaning to another. For an example, the word is come. Now synonyms are arrive, appear, reach, approach and enter. So instead of come, you can use these words. Antonym is go. The opposite word of come is to go. Punctuation. Apostrophes of possession. Do you know we use possessive form of a noun when we want to show ownership by that noun? What is a possessive noun means? Possessive nouns tell you who owns something. Possessive nouns tell you who owns something. In other words, we can say we use the possessive form of a noun. We use the possessive form of a noun to show that someone has something. Now the first category is singular possessive nouns. What do you mean by singular? Only one. Okay. Now in singular possessive nouns have an apostrophe and an S at the end. For an example, brother's car. Brother's car. The car belongs to the brother. Another example is child's voice. Can you see? Child is a singular noun. There is only one child. Child's voice. The voice belongs to the child. Did you see the place that we have to put the apostrophe and the S? Remember, next category is plural possessive nouns. Okay, now tell me, what are plural nouns? Yes, plural means more than one. So, in possessive nouns, if the nouns ends in S, then you have to add just an apostrophe. If the noun ends in S, you have to add just an apostrophe, not an apostrophe and an S. Now look at the example. Clocks. You know, clocks is the plural noun. The clocks tick, which means the ticking sounds belonging to the clocks. You know, also some plural nouns do not end in S. You know that, right? For an example, men and children. In that case, in possessive nouns, add an apostrophe and add an S. For an example, children. Now, children here it is a plural noun. The children's voice. The voices belonging to the children. Grammar. Common nouns, proper nouns and compound nouns. What do you know about these common nouns, proper nouns, and compound nouns? What is the meaning of common nouns? Common nouns means names of any person, place, thing, or idea. Remember, they are not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. Now read the example. Clock, purse, bag, phone. Those are common nouns. Proper nouns means names of specific people, places, or things. Proper nouns should always be capitalized. Now read the examples of proper nouns. Sri Lanka, Mr. Pereira, Canada, and Anne. Those are the examples of proper nouns. Compound nouns. A compound noun contains two or more words that join together to make a single noun. For an example, bathtub. Now, bath is a one word, tub is another word. When it comes together, bathtub, it makes one single noun. Toothpaste, seafood, swimming pool. Abstract nouns and concrete nouns. What is the meaning of abstract nouns? What are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns means the names of things that cannot touch, taste, smell, or hear. The nouns that cannot touch, taste, smell, or hear. For an example, morning, fear, happiness, and silence. Can you guess some abstract nouns? Concrete nouns. Concrete nouns means the opposite of abstract nouns. The nouns, the names of things that can touch, taste, smell, or hear. For an example, clock, we can touch it. Kettle, we can touch it. Curtain, we can touch it. And also bag. This is the summary of the lesson. There are 16 sounds that have mentioned in the poem. A thesaurus gives the synonyms of common words and the words are in alphabetical order. Possessive nouns tell who owns something. Common nouns are the names of things that can see and touch. Proper nouns are the names of people and places. Compound nouns are the nouns that join together to make a single noun. Abstract nouns are the names of things that cannot touch, smell, hear, or taste. The opposite of an abstract noun is a concrete noun. Rhyming words have the same or similar sounds. Now, here are some exercises that you have to do. Read the question carefully and answer it. The first one is write these using an apostrophe. Second one is write each noun from the box under the correct heading. Third question is write a synonym and an antonym of these words. I have given some words. Write the synonym and antonym. Hope you understood the lesson. Thank you very much.